I feel like this is where people say, welcome to my channel. So I'm going to say it, welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching if you are watching. This is going to be my peak week vlog. So I am now a week out from PCA First Timers in Derby on the 9th of November 2025 and the UK Open on the same day, PCA as well. I've wanted to start a YouTube for ages, and now seemed like the most perfect time. I think a lot of my clients, a lot of my friends and whatnot, they don't necessarily understand bodybuilding or understand why I got into it or why I do it. You're not going to get all of that from this vlog either, but it just gives you a little bit of an insight, especially as a first timer as well, into what's going to happen this week, a peak week. My plan with this vlog is to just get as much content as possible, give you as much of an insight as I can into peak week, and then I also plan on doing a show day vlog on the actual day as well, so stay tuned. So I've just had a freshen up, ready for work. On my way out, I'm just gonna get to work now, walk the long route to get some steps done and get a coffee on the way. And I've got my first meal to take to work with me, some overnight oats that I made last night to take with me. So I'm going to push that off. It's probably not optimal, but I'm going to push that off as long as I can. It's rest day today, so food is a little bit lower, so I do try and like push my meals back a little, like slightly where I can. So I'm going to do that and take that with me. But whilst I was on my way out, my coach sent my check-in over, so I thought I'd just speak through some a little bit. Today is last cardio before we are in, and then I just basically today need to focus on recovery and chilling out after steps and CV are done, which to be honest is what I've been doing generally anyway. And then he said that tomorrow we're doing a linear load into the show. So tomorrow is going to be the first bump in food, and then we're going to assess from there. At that point, it will be a case of needing to do check-ins throughout the day, just to make sure that the look is good, and obviously so he can see what food he's putting in, what effect that's having. So I'm going to need to make sure that I've got my tripod and everything with me. Clients are done, breakfast is done, cardio is done. I was meant to go home and pack straight away, but change of plan. Got my boyfriend on tour, the absolute man behind the mission. We're going to Waitrose now because I want to get some things ready for peak week. I just want to overbuy so that I know that I've got absolutely everything in typical me style. I just need absolutely everything I could possibly think of. Come home, sort my cupboards out, unpack it all, and then pack and get into it a little bit more. I will show what I get for peak week when I get back. So we are back from Waitrose. We have got our carb sauces ready to carb up tomorrow. I got 3 different types of rice cake. We've got the callo ones, so I did get a couple of flavoured ones. I got the sweet chilli ones, and then I also got the caramelised onion chutney ones. I'll probably only use these really, to be fair, towards the start of the week, and then we've got just some plain ones, probably show day towards the end of the week kind of thing as well. And then I got 2 different types of bagel. I got the sourdough bagel, always going to be a more optimal choice obviously than a normal bagel. We'll be having these, I can already imagine it now, with some like peanut butter and jam. And then my absolute favourite thing in the world, I'm dreaming of these, cinnamon and raisin bagel with some almond butter. Don't get me started. So excited. And then I also just got some normal sourdough. This is probably going to be used in breakfast. As you can tell, I'm a breaded product kind of girl. You know, usually I love a wrap, I love a pita. I like bread. So sourdough is our best option that I try and use where possible. And then I also just got some oats. I cannot wait to have a big old fatty bowl of oats. And then I also topped up on some other stuff. Got some 85% dark chocolate. I go through almond butter like it's going out of fashion. I actually prefer the pip and nut one, but this was on offer today. And I do like the Meriden one as well, so we got that one. But then I also got the peanut butter drizzler. I was praying they had some sort of flavoured one, but they didn't. We will satisfy. Then I saw this at the start of prep, right, on Georgie Cooper. I saw this on her one of her prep YouTubes. What a game changer. That, with 2 sweeteners in it and a tiny bit of skim milk, will sort a craving out. I don't know how I feel about it in off season. I'm very curious to see if I still like it. That is what we have got. I know that I'm going to be carving up tomorrow. I don't know what yet until Coach sees the visuals in the morning. We're going to have the rice cakes. We're going to go out. We're going to do the 6,000 steps so that they're pretty much done for the day, bar a couple. And then I am going to pose maybe a bit later. And then we're going to see where my energy levels are at. And I'm going to potentially pack, but also I'm not desperate to pack today because I know that I've got everything. I'm just being me and overthinking it and needing to pack today. My coach explicitly said, once those things are done, sit down, which is my idea of hell. But this is one thing that I'm definitely going to have to lean into this peak week, and I'm feeling the struggle already, is accepting that the work is done. I'm going to need to chill out. So put your feet up. So I've got some client work to do, so I might distract myself by doing a little bit of that. Then we're going to chill, and I will check in with you later. I feel like this digressed very differently to what was planned. So hear me out, right? I fell off the walking pad yesterday at my mum's house. I put the speed on too quick. I didn't anticipate how fast it was, tried to get on it, and then my foot got stuck on the back. And I'm not going to show you because obviously I'm not getting my foot out right now, but I've got a very bad friction burn where my heels are sat. It's exactly where the edge of my heel sits, which is extremely painful. If you've had friction burn, why is it the most painful thing? So anyway, that has made posing difficult, and I can't dress it at the moment because it's a Sunday, things are closed, I can't go and get dressing. I've also done my steps, so can't walk either to get it. So I'm waiting for my boyfriend to bring some dressing, so I'm not putting a sock or anything on it. So in the meantime, I can't pose. So instead, I've had an everything shower. I've exfoliated. Today is, I have been, honestly, my tan prep started a long time ago. I've been exfoliating for a while, but I did the first like deep show exfoliation today. Now I'm not going to pose. I'm literally just going to put my feet up. I don't even really want to move my foot too much because every time it moves, it's just painful, and I feel like it's going to heal best if it's just not sore. So I've made the decision I'm going to come back in the morning when we're carbing up, because I'm going to do absolutely nothing other than sit down, maybe edit a bit of this video, catch up with some client work. I might show you my last meal, but I might just wait until tomorrow. Good morning, YouTube. It is now 7 a.m, 7:10 a.m. on Monday of peak week, of my first ever peak week. So I've literally just woken up, weighed myself, checked in with my coach. My weight is fractionally down today, but not much. I'm just awaiting my feedback now. So in the next half an hour or so, Connor will pop all of what I need over for the day. So it is carb up day 1, and it's like my body knew because I woke up starving. So I can't wait. So today's plan, we're going to get feedback from coach. I've got an hour or a couple of hours to sort of like plan myself out there. And then I'm going to go into the gym. I've got 2 face-to-face clients, and then I'm going to do my last full volume legs, my last one. Can't say I'm not excited. The past few months, to try and bring my glutes, my hamstrings up as much as possible for bikini, it's been a 3 hardcore leg days a week, and that's been for a while. So I did a photo shoot for this as well, so there's been no real deload or anything. And to be honest, I haven't needed one. Like, my training's been very progressive. I've been okay, but in terms of just how my legs have felt, I am excited for this today to be the last one. So we're going to get that done, hopefully with some good carbohydrates behind us beforehand. And then I'm going to pose. Update on the foot. It's strapped up. It's a lot better than yesterday, thank God, because it was scaring me at one point, I'm not going to lie. My boyfriend bought some things. I wrapped it up overnight. I rested all afternoon, which was really hard. And I was doing a lot of overthinking, actually, especially as I couldn't pose. But we did it, and we had a decent-ish sleep as well. But it's strapped up. I need to pose today. Mentally, I need to pose. I can't sit and duck like I did yesterday. So I'm going to wrap it up really good. I'm going to get a sock on it. I'm going to get my heels on, and we're going to go for it. And then once all of that's done. Again, I do just really want it to heal. It was looking a bit scary yesterday. So I'm going to come home after that, cook my last 2 meals, probably pack tonight. Tonight's job is to pack after session, come home, pack, and then chill. So very quickly, because I just got my updates from my coach, it's quite straightforward. We're not doing anything crazy with me this week because my look is already good, which for me is hard because I'm like, I want to make drastic movements, but more carb today. So I've got an extra from my normal, I've got an extra 70 gram of carb today. My steps aren't going down to 10 as I thought. They're going to stay at 12, which works for me because it gives me things to do. It means I can pack and not be trying to sit down as well. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Everything else is the same. He has said, give training hell today. So that is what we will go and do. We are back from the gym. I've been back for a couple of hours actually. I've showered, I've had my third meal. It was my last lower. I wanted it to go better. I'm not gonna lie. I felt a bit overwhelmed. I'd worked in the morning. There was lots of new things today. Well, not lots of new things, but just new things that needed places. It's my first prep, so I did say to my coach after my session, you know, I wasn't the best pleased. When I watched the videos back, I was happier, but it's my first prep. We're learning as we go. I know how to manage tomorrow better now. So, showered, sorted. What we're going to do is take on, I have this Honest Hell corner. It's literally just like a prep corner that is ready to be sorted. So I'm going to do that. I was going to film it, but I know that this vlog is already going to be long and I just think I need full concentration on it. I was going to film a separate video as well, but honestly, I think I just need to like actually think it all through. I have nightmares about forgetting something or, you know, the usual. So I'm going to do it properly, get it all sorted, show you some bits as I go. And then my final meal is going to be 80 grams of oats, I think it is. Unbelievable scenes with toppings as well. So this carb update is going beautifully. So I'm going to pack a little bit first. Everything else is done. Then I'm going to have that. I will show you that and then we will catch up tomorrow a little bit later on. I think protocol is going to be fairly similar tomorrow. Needed. Good morning and happy Tuesday. Look at me in my Santa hoodie and my microwavable strawberry. Boyfriend got me these last night. What a cutie, absolute necessaries on prep. This has changed my life this morning. So comfy. So we are on Tuesday of peak week. Got my updates from my coach already this morning. It's about 8 o'clock now. Been up since about 6:30. Plan is exactly the same as yesterday, which is really exciting because I loved yesterday. Food was great. Also, what helps me is, as I said yesterday when I checked in last night, yesterday wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, just in terms of like session. There was a lot of new things yesterday, and it sort of ran my day a little bit. I felt a bit out of control of the day, and I am someone who likes to be in control. And I'm glad that it's the same as yesterday, because now today I know how to work it so that scheduling's a little bit better and timings. I've got my brows this morning, so glow up begins. I'm getting a lamination from SFB Brows in Coventry, Florence. Unreal, wait till you see these. And then we're going to head in for my last upper. In between, at some point, hopefully we'll get my posing feedback from my posing coach Amy from Limitless Flow, who I've been working with for a while now and is a friggin' miracle worker. I love that woman. She's changed my posing in a way that I just never thought I'd look how I look. The way she gets me to pose is just so beautiful and it fits me. I feel myself. She has read the room. She understands what style I like, and she's amazing. I'm a previous dancer. So this is probably a whole nother vlog, the backstory, but we'll get to that. Long story short, I'm an ex-professional dancer, was moving that way when COVID hit. And it was really important to me to have a posing coach that was a previous dancer, because we have a different brain. And Amy is an ex-dancer also, and we are just in sync, and I love that woman. So I'll get my last posing check-in today before the show, but I felt really good about it actually. I've been on the verge of crashing out about it over the past couple of weeks, because as a dancer you understand your body, you know what's required, and I annoyingly have a massive, huge understanding of what's needed to be shown on that stage, and that's a blessing and a curse, because it's my first show and I'm mentally been treating myself where posing's concerned like I'm a seasoned pro. Yes, I have stage knowledge, but completely different to what bodybuilding is. If anything, it adds an extra layer of pressure, because people are like, well, you know, that's your gig. And I'm like, it is my gig, but not in this scenario, so yeah, I felt good when I filmed it yesterday. I'm looking forward to getting the feedback back, show you some little bits and bobs, and potentially check in with you tonight. Wednesday. Oh God, 4 days out. Honestly, I don't know if I should feel this calm, but I'm going to set into this. I have a habit of being like, you should be stressed out. And I'm like, I actually don't feel too stressed, even with the foot injury. The foot injury, guys, got worse yesterday. Yesterday evening was just... Anyway, that's why I didn't vlog. But it was okay, it's fine. But the foot, I got home from work and was like, that is infected. I left it a little bit and it didn't improve. So we panic ran last night to the late night pharmacy. Anyway, long story short, it's not infected. It just needs airing. It needs to dry. Me putting a sock on it and getting back in my heels wasn't the best idea, which I knew anyway. But this needs to be solved. This is number one solving thing that needs to happen. So Today is rest day. I've already had my check-in from my coach. We've been up a few hours, so we're having another high day. Yes, but it is rest day. So that means that, again, I need 12k steps and then same food as what it has been for Monday and Tuesday, which is amazing. So I'm kind of in the flow of that now. Everything is happening as we want to the look. So all of that's happening. A couple of supplemental changes, but it's going to be the same today with those 12k steps. I've also got my pre-stage lymphatic drainage massage with my sports therapist Reese today at some point, just waiting from him to hear a time back. But today is literally going to be sitting duck. I am adamant that I do not want to put a shoe on my foot today. I want this to dry, I want it to heal over, and I want to wake up tomorrow and be able to put my bloody heels on. Luckily, I've actually got a stage run through with Mel from Limitless Flow posing on Saturday, so I'm not too stressed that I can't pose at the moment. It's one of those, such as I have had a very smooth run up to prep. Everything's been fairly smooth, touch wood. So some things happen, and this is just one of them. So I'm not too stressed. I got my posing feedback from my coach Amy yesterday, and she was happy. Couple of tweaks, but generally, like, you know, we're there. So not stressing. I'm going to do 12k steps around this flat today. We are now on Thursday, so little update from yesterday. We rested yesterday. We literally just healed the foot. It is feeling much better this morning, so I'm really happy with that. I just needed to let it dry out, as vile as that is. And now I think today posing will be a lot easier. I've got some dressings and things for it, so I'm much more optimistic about that today, which is brilliant. Although it did just mean that yesterday was a complete chill day, which, to be honest, I probably needed. So we are checked in with coach this morning. We're happy with the visuals. We're looking nice and crispy post a little bit more carb, and the plan is actually now to stay on that higher amount of carb, which I was so gassed about, because after having a couple of high days, I knew that going back down today, I was always going to be hungrier. Even the past couple of days, to be honest, even with the extra food, I still was hungry. So I can imagine post-show is going to be a hungry one, but that's okay. So we're actually staying on the high days, which is going to be fab. I think he actually said we're probably going to stay on them until the show, which is amazing. But that meaning that 12k steps are still going to stay. Again, not changing the food, don't want to change the output necessarily, obviously towards show day, but for now, on Thursday, we are all good. So my boyfriend is now off work, which is unreal, until Tuesday. So we came for a Costa now. Just come for a little Americano. I actually brought, so sad, but I actually brought with me a rice cake in a chocolate bag, a chocolate rice cake in a plastic bag, prep brain, just to keep me going. And then now we're actually going to go to TK Maxx, and if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I am obsessed with hauls and TK Maxx and homeware things, so I'm going to do a little one on here. We are going to get boyfriend on the job and see if he will contribute a little bit of budget, hopefully. So we are back from TK Maxx. What I want to do is upgrade my coffee station a little bit at the moment. So I got a sugar-free, calorie-free caramel pecan, and then I also got a white chocolate, and then I got the cute pumps to go with it so that it looks nice on the side. And then, really boring, I got some boxes that I needed for show day. Look at that for Christmas. It's a little landscape, should we say, and I just think it is the cutest, most endorphinating little candle. We've got all of that. wasted half an hour there. What we're going to do now is we've got my pump up session, which I'm actually very excited for because it's different to my normal routine and it's a little bit lower on the intensity, higher reps, and I'm just excited to get that more of a show day feel from the physique, I guess. Just before we go and train, I'm going to make my pre-workout slash intra drinks. So I'm going to take Crank Pump Pro in fresh cherry for my push pump today. I haven't tried cherry before. I usually have orange, but let's see how this one goes. I just opened it. Then I'm also just going to take some EAAs aminos. These are the Elite Aminos in blue raspberry, which I've used all prep. Swear by them. Going to take those just to get me through my session. So I'll have these two. I work with ESN. I have a code, Lulu. Pop that in at the discount at any time. You will get a minimum of 10% off. Every week, there's always promos going on. So usually up to 25% with my code. Good morning, YouTube. It is 5:45 a.m. on Friday of peak week. I could not sleep, so I'm up, and I thought I would start by showing you my post-show treats that have been sitting in my freezer for a little bit. So I ordered these a couple of weeks ago because I couldn't not. I ordered from the cookie dealer, and I've seen these. A lot of people get them post-show, and I was like, I'm doing it. They look so good. You heat them up in the oven, and they're filled cookies. So I did get 7 different flavours. So I got caramel biscuit, Terry's chocolate orange, Kinder Bueno, cookies and cream. But personally for me, it's going to be one of these 3, either cinnamon bun, really craving, but I have had a lot of cinnamon on prep, double chocolate, just because, goes without saying, and potentially Milky Bar. I love me some white chocolate, so I thought I would start today by showing you them. It is now 8:20 in the morning. I've got my nails in about an hour, but I have walked to Apollo because I need to do something. I'm gonna go and get some posing out the way, get some steps done. I got my check-in from coach, and what a simple peak week has been, because I've just got another day of the same. I wish I had something more exciting for you. Well, actually I don't, because I actually really enjoy the amount of food on the run up to the show is great. So yeah, but it's been pretty straightforward. So we're really happy with the visuals. Honestly, I'm happy. I just come crispier every day. The weight is holding, that's okay, we're all right with that. So it's very straightforward today. We've got nail appointment. Then I am going to come back for my last pump session. So it's a pull pump today, but I've got a little bit of glutes in there just to keep on top really, and drive as much nutrients there as we can over the next couple of days. Then I'm going to go to my mum's, as she has got a bath, and have my full hair removal sesh of all areas of my body, and then a big exfoliation before my tan tomorrow. We are so nearly there. I do feel so calm and have felt so calm all week, and that was worrying me, and I do have moments where I'm like, should I feel this calm? But I'm trying to just revel in the fact that I do feel, you're never over prepared, but I do feel over prepared in terms of, like, I've practiced so much with my posing, I've trained hard, I've been so on my food. There really is nothing else I can give at this point other than to just chill out. So I'm trying to focus more on the recovery side of things, the fatigue management side of things. And I'm just accepting that I feel chilled, because I feel like maybe I should be grateful for the work I've put in that's maybe led me to this point, that's enabled me to be chilled. I'm sure I might not feel the same, but I know what's happening over the next couple of days as well. So I know that I've got posing practice coming. I've got a stage run through tomorrow as well with Mel from Limitless Flow. So, you know, we're all good. We're going to cruise through today, and then tomorrow will be exciting. So I'm just on the way home. I have just had the everything shower, and what a weird feeling. A hair removal creamed everywhere. When I say everywhere, I mean everywhere, and it is the most bizarre feeling. My clothes feel vile. The process honestly took like an hour because I hair removal creamed, then I had a bath before I exfoliated, and then I had to moisturise, had to get my boyfriend to join in on it all because I couldn't reach my back. And now I'm literally fully in my comfies. I've got some steps to finish, so this is going to have to come off, I think, unfortunately. But then we're going to go to bed, chill, wake up, and tomorrow is the day before the show. It is now the day before show day. We are on Saturday, the 8th of November. And I've been up, I've posed, I've got my check-in from coach, I've got my food plan for the day, so I have made my meals already. So tomorrow is going to be 4 meals spread across the day. I've made an overnight oats to start the day with, and then I've made some chicken, and I'm just waiting for my boyfriend to bring back my rice cakes to go with that. Then I have got some tuna and some rice, and then I have also got for my last meal another portion of overnight oats because easy. And then I've got some rice cakes as well that I'll be having with my meals as the day goes on. So pretty straightforward. Obviously it's quite a long day ahead tomorrow, so hence why I've got the 4 meals and they're split. We're going very straightforward because, as I've said, everything is working, so we're not going to try and change anything. So I've done my usual meals, my normal meals. Now I am going to clean my flat so that it's, when I come back from the show, I don't want to scream, and then we are going to head down to the Airbnb, and then my friends will be arriving this evening. Touched down in Derby. I've checked into the Airbnb. I'm getting all my stuff out, just getting my meals and things out, organising all of that, prepping a bit of food for tonight, and then very shortly we are going to head to Be Modified for my stage run through with Mel, which is going to be fab. And then after that, I'm going to come back, have a very quick body shower, because I'm a bit sweaty on the way, and then I'm going to go for my base coat of tan. Right guys, so I am at my base tan. I am sat in the car. There is a huge delay for tan. My appointment was meant to be at 6:15. It is now 7:15 and the 5 o'clock slots went in 10 minutes ago. So I think I am going to be here a little while. So I did want to show you my base coat, but I need to get this uploaded if I want to get it on today. So I'm going to upload it. My base tan anyway will just be a nice golden bronze. It'll be tomorrow when we get the second coat that you'll really be able to see. So I'm going to end this here. If you have watched all of this, thank you so much. Hopefully this gives you a little bit of an insight into a peak week. Everyone's peak week's going to be different, so just because mine was a certain way doesn't mean someone's wouldn't be different. But this is my peak week and I've had the best time. I'm so excited for tomorrow. I've got a mixture of feelings, but the rest of the night I'm just going to focus, spend some time with my friends, and then get ready. I am going to be vlogging tomorrow. I hope I can get myself in a place where I can do all of that. So that is the plan. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe now because you're going to want to watch the next one. Let me tell you that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on my show day tomorrow.